Uh, Namaskaram. Thanks Ashokji and thanks all masters for joining and making this as a group session. As we have been on this journey of soul plan, we have covered many topics. We have gone through many, you can say, the examples from our different perspective, different elements of soul plans that we have seen. So in the same intention to really understand in our real day-to-day life how soul plan works. So it's not just theory, it is interacting in our day-to-day life, and does not matter which way we look at it, from which perspective we look at it, it is applicable to all of us. But today, thanks to Vijayaji, and welcome Vijayaji for joining this group, and thanks for accepting to share your wisdom and your experience, which I'm sure many of the masters here will may find it useful in terms of not necessarily if you have similar situation, then you can relate. It is relatable to any situation or any of your experience, masters. So Vijayaji, if you can share your, the whole thing, how you kind of came into this, some of the experience. So over to you, Vijayaji.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And hello, everyone. Myself, Vijaya from India. Am I audible properly?
Yes, I hope to others as well.
Or a little bit loudly.
Yeah. Yes, Gaurav sir. We can listen to Vijay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I started my journey as a meditator and as a spiritual. I don't know what is meditation, what is spiritual life before I came to meditation and in touch with Gaurav sir. Thanks to Gaurav sir. And I have started my journey that I have a son, and he is trying for his mental wellness. He has some issues after a birth, after 1.5 years. He have a convulsion of long duration, and he started a new journey regarding his mental wellness. And this is the connectivity to spirituality or the universe. I can say that this is the process, or this is a story. When I was a child, I lost my father and brother, and in a road accident. Then I missed them too much after they departed. And early childhood, before I gone through much work hard and all these things to, as we have to struggle for our livelihoods, and even for the career. And then career, I have so many dreams. Afterwards, I got married and I gave a birth to my son. After his birth, he was normal, and 1.5 years of his age, he got convulsion. Convulsion was of 30 hours duration, and in that all milestones of his get down, and he was diagnosed with LD, that is learning disability, and speech has gone 100%. He has no speech up to 4 years, and from there we have started our journey for going to doctors, psychologists, and all these special educations, and doing different therapies of occupational therapy, special needs, different centers, different places, different people. We met there, different therapists, and journey continued through medicines, through all these learnings, all these things. And at the age of 14 years, he was coping with his special education up to 14 years. And by then, uh, when he came to 14 years, we uphold his studies as no, we we see no scope in his studies. And that was the turning point for him. It gave him a mental stress, and many more issues came then afterwards. At the age of 14 years, he discouraged, disheartened himself. And afterwards, when he was diagnosed with mental illness like psychosis, then we went for the NIMHANS. This is a research center in Bangalore, and this is a big bound center for each and every research for mental health. They are working hard, and they people helped us a lot there for his mental growth and all these awareness and how to cope up with all these things. And, during second visit, while we visited their different rooms, their seminar rooms, I came to read one poster there, medication and meditation. It clicked me a lot. From the day I read it, I think over it. What is connectivity between meditation and medication and all these mental issues? And we have to come back to our home. But a question arises in me, why this all these mental issues happen and how meditation can help. I came with this question, and how and why I am searching through all these connectivities through telecommunication, and even I talked to his doctor also, that how meditation can help, but he not responded me in a perfect way. Then one day I came to connect with the youth meditation group, and that was of Gaurav sir only, and he was taking that group for kids, especially his emphasis on kids to learn meditation and how it helps in their studies. I just joined it on the first day, and I I was very shy. I was very reserved in nature, and I was having a question that how can I join as a bigger one, as a younger one. He joined the group of these young kids, but I did meditation for 15 days regularly with him, with the group. And on the last day of the session, that is 15th day, I automatically have a question that I have to ask, otherwise I will miss a chance. Then I put my camera off. Um, During 15 days, I put my camera off because of my nature, because of my not exposures, not expressing myself in a well-defined way. And on 15th day, I asked him, is it possible to do meditation? And is it possible to cure any medical health issues or mental illness through meditation? He confidently replied me, yes. Then I asked him how, in which pattern we have to. then we discussed, we have a sessions, and I continued my journey of meditation mm, in this way, uh, joining with kids and doing blindly. Uh, I surrendered to universe. Within 15 days, I saw a drastic changes with kids and with even with my camera off. I saw multiple changes in my nature, in my calmness, in my stability. Then I surrendered to universe that I have a blind faith on these energies, on this life science, and this in this way, this is a mm, short introduction about my joining to meditation. And from meditation, within 3 months, I know different changes in within me, and learn to meditate for healing of my son also, and got benefit from all these things. So within 3 months, I got much connected to universe. I can say I have to surrender. I have to have blind faith, and with using of many more terms for the forgiveness and the gratitude for each and every relationship and each and everything surrounding, that helped me a lot. Forgiveness uh, helped a lot. That it means forgiveness has given me a chance to cleansify myself, and as I forgive others and myself also, I forgive myself also for many of the things, many of the concepts, many of the situations regarding myself in the past life I have created, and it helped me and overcome a lot from my innerness. And gratitude also uh, taught me everything, that we must be grateful to everything, to what we have received. If we are grateful to each and everything, we can receive as a boon, as one plus one. That is a teaching, that is a learning from the universe. Universal energies has helped a lot in this starting beginning journey. Now, I have connected to all these energies. I asked questions as per the discussions, as per the new moon and on the full moon also. I sit for most of the time silently and used all these good energies in a different way. And this make a connection and help me to heal. I get my answers as much as I through hints, through direct communication with my son, or anything, clues, many more things I got in the new moon and full moon meditation. And daily meditation also, it uh, entirely changed my attitude, my working style, my thinking process, my words, which I use, or low level energies, or I can say I have a more happiness, more gratefulness, more lovingness, more care. Each and every factor I got it through this connectivity only. After connection, one journey from Nimans, what I have learned that medicines, medicines, as I am from the background of medical profession, um, I read so many pharmacokinetics from there, from medicines, as I was sitting in the medical shop. So medical shop has gave me an experience of all allopathic medicines, which provide us a instant healing, but not a long-term healing. As a seller of all these type of medicine, I knew much better all the side effects. So first of all, when his epileptic case was there, I reduced his medicine. Subsequently, gradually, within 9 months, I overcome from those medicines. And in the mental illness also, they have given him like all type of drugs, all allopathic drugs to sustain, to calm his energy, whatever hyperness he is having. And medicines I have given him not to the max. And I evaluated himself that no need to give him all these medicines, that to reduce the side effects. And whenever I give him the medicine, I give him the blessings, and even to the medicine that they are giving healing energy to all cells which are which have to grow. So well, I can say that I reduced allopathic medicines and moved for Ayurvedic medicines. They helped him a lot. And they actually, they didn't contract, they didn't stop the growth. What the allopathic medicines, up to my information, they stop. They stop the progress. They sustain the thing which naturally comes. So through Ayurvedic medicines and through all these spirituality connections and through positive vibrations, he is growing much better, much faster, and through blessings, through universal connections, uh, he is right now ready for doing meditation. From he has started meditation from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. Today he can do 15 minutes. Mm, he sit calmly, peacefully in a particular situation, particular way, and listen to spiritual connections, spiritual words, and sit for meditation for 15 minutes. This is a great benefit for um, him and us. Uh, as first of all, I learned for his healing meditation to heal him. And then he is connected to the this beautiful connection, this beautiful process. I can say this beautiful process as it has given too much things to me, to life, and everything has changed beyond my expectations. So I can say we must have positive attitude for every step in our life, in thinking process and in words. We must correlate. If we correlate, then we move for our visualization and affirmation in the parallel way. This is the most important thing that I have learned. And so many things we must be grateful, how to overcome to our feeling. Most of the time, before came before joining to meditation, before connecting to this energy, I was thinking thinking a lot without for everything, without any means. It was meaningless. But after connectivity, I come to observe myself, what I am thinking, what I have to avoid, and what I have to move forward, what must I radiate, what must I reflect, all these things, when I came to know, I came to polish myself day to day. Polishing process is much interesting for me, that it has given me a groom one. Uh, Growth rate was also a very on the higher side. That much I can say. Uh, this is a benefit of connectivity, and even with the meditation also. One thing what I came to in the process, that it is all the journey of our purpose to solve. I With my meditation, I came to know my connection with my son in the past life, what in which type he was connected to me, and through past life connection also, I can say that uh, this is a process, this is a learning for me, that he has came purposefully for me, and all these medical health issues came to me purposefully. uh, the soul is getting me learn, and I'm also getting in learning process, that as a child, I lost my father and brother, and this brother came to my life as a son. I was very much attached to them, and in meditation, I communicate when and know about this past life. When I came to this past life, I mm, I can say that this is the connection, and he want to give me learning of care and love, especially he is taking care and love with me right now. Or I can say in the previous life, I have taken care and love with him, and now it is reverting. And I have, mm, in early childhood, I have so many dreams to fulfill. I want to be an architect, and in the meantime, a gap came due to circumstances and all these things. But now, last few months, I am overcoming all these things. Again, I am connected to education. I'm learning a lot. I'm reading, and I'm providing service to other kids also. It means I am fulfilling my dream of architect, to be an architect through building these kids or my life. As architect builds buildings, I am building kids building or my building, I can say. Much confidently, I can say all these things, that early childhood dreams can fulfill in this life, or we, we have the power to fulfill our dreams through connectivity, through knowing ourselves. The question arises how to know. So again, I challenged myself. I challenge each and everything to see an opportunity, to see a good thing in each and every condition. This helped me to overcome and to stay on the path, especially to be on the path. Otherwise, we have much more deviations, much more disheartening processes, that is we have so many questions, we have if and buts, all these things I have to fight and overcome. Literally, I fight. Many time challenges has given me an opportunity to, yes, you have to move. But anyhow, I can say my son can help me as a soul plan, as a as I have to move further for my purpose. Mm, and right now, I can say that I am seeing with my open eyes what is the purpose of my life, why I have came to this beautiful world, this human life. Lots of answers are within ourselves, and we have to detect, and we have to present to ourselves. Uh, that is the journey, and all these things which we can say. Uh, it means all happenings in our life from the birth up to the day today. It is a connectivity between our thought process, our thinkings, our purpose of life, why we have arrived in this life. Otherwise, we are not able to, we not ought to come in this life. Why we have this relationship connection? This my son has taught me in a very well defined way. That much thanks to universe, thanks to spirituality, thanks to connection. And I can say one thing, that in this period, in this joining, i I'm connected more to spirituality during uh, uh, and all these mantra and all these different kind of higher level energy centers, higher level energy people. Otherwise, before, it was not there. So connection between higher positive sides is also getting benefited to every section of life. Means we can say we have the power. We have the power if we connect to universe, and we trust, we surrender, we faith, we get each and every aspect of our life, whatever we want. This is not a fake thing. This is a real, what I have experienced. This is really to nurture our soul. Each and every experience is nurturing our soul, giving growth, seed to tree. We can say, so this is the journey which I have gone through, and all these things are experienced and given fruit to me. So I can request you, each and everyone, that spirit of this energy, consciousness, through consciousness and through blessings, which we can use and move further for our greater portion of life. Yeah, that's mm, grateful. Yes, gratitude to universe. This is a bond between us. Amazing. This experience is really amazing for learning, for mm, connectivity, for fulfillment of our physical world, for dreams to get fulfilled, to all these things which we can say, yes, this is a, we can do it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, and thank you to all, and to universe, to you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this platform. And
Thank you so much, Vijayji. Super. And really, thanks for coming forward, sharing. This is your first sharing. So I really, from a person who was so shy to talk, and you have come a long way. And really, thanks that you are helping others. As I can see, one thing which you mentioned right at the beginning, which was so important for your own journey, but I also want to reinstate that to other masters, the power of surrendering. That surrendering is so important. Otherwise, we stay in the pain. But the reason you could overcome the pain and all this, and like you got into the benefit in the last 1 year, because you surrendered. And because you surrendered, you had, and you still have such a strong connection in your meditation that you are communicating with your child through meditation. I mean, it's like, face-to-face discussions, or you're getting answers, whether it's full moon, new moon, you ask and you are getting the answers. And you have truly used all the concept very well. Like, not only you surrendered, then you use the forgiveness, you use the gratitude, you accepted it, whether it is self or others, you moved on. No going back and forth, very clear mind and determination. And in a way, you initially thought you are doing it for your child, but actually it helped you first. And then it started helping the child. And then you understood this whole, whether we call it soul plan or purpose of life. And that is the beauty. When we do something, not doing to help others is another thing, because otherwise there is always a feeling of, hey, I'm doing for someone else. No, how beautifully universe make this planning is amazing. And your story truly reflects that it was a win-win, right? And you were able to reduce the medication part for your child, and now he's doing meditation. It's a big change for such person, to come around in a way that you are able to do yourself. So not only you, but now you and your son both are doing it. And what is so clear is that now you are positive in any situation. And you very well said, I mean, I couldn't have imagined any better term than nurturing our soul. Absolutely what you said is dead on, because whatever we call it, soul plan, purpose of life, we are actually nurturing, we are fulfilling the gap of the energy. And that's what soul's learning is. Nirvana. We just keep moving towards that by plugging those energy gap. And that, though you are not out of it completely, but you have come a long way that day to day, you don't feel stress or pain in life. It's in fact excitement that, okay, what next? What new thing you're going to do, or what new thing you're going to learn? So I thank you for all this sharing.
Thank you so much, sir. And one thing, yes, it has put me out from the fearfulness to fearlessness. 100%, I am fearful before coming to this path, but now I am 100% positive, 100% sure that I will overcome. I've and universe blessing is with us, and I'm fearful. Uh, I'm fearless. Sorry, I'm right now. I am fearless with any shortcoming, with anything. I am confident.
Well, the reason that you are sharing so easily, it truly reflects that. And we know fear is a low level energy, one of the basic, which most of us may have in different forms. So how to, even if someone takes this message as how to overcome fear, will be so useful. So many people. So again, thank you.
Thank you.
Masters, if anyone has any question, you may ask Vijayji directly, soul plan or anything that that you may have for today's session. Please feel free.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, masters, anyone wants to ask a question? Or yep, Sri Lataji, you are unmuted, please.
Yeah, madam. Thank you, one and all. Even I have epilepsy. Even I decrease my doses of tablets, which was the highly doses which I am taking. After joining the spiritual tablets, without going to doctor consultancy, I have decreased my tablets 50%, and it is really miracle. But somewhere I'm feeling that I'm not doing well. Where I'm not doing well, I am not getting. I listened your sharing from middle, madam. I miss somewhat. Um, Sorry that I have to take care of my children. Tomorrow there is a final exam, so I missed it to attend the children. I went out, so missed it. Um, can I get this sharing once again in the in the group, sir?
Yeah, they're already been posted in the YouTube, and you can actually see in the YouTube channel all the recordings.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So this epilepsy means we come to change our family, right, sir?
Definitely, this is a soul plan.
Yes, madam. And yeah, I think I'm done with this job. My family now everyone are doing meditation daily they are doing. Um, I'm really happy for that. But still, there is something that still I don't have fear, as you said. Fear has also gone for me. I'm very bold now. Um, Something is triggering. I don't know what is that something. Still, I'm taking tablets. I want to come out from this inbox. Um, so every time they say you are a woman, you have fits, you epilepsy, you should not go outside. Uh, I went outside by telling lies that I am in the house. I went to Shadnagar to do service. Um, and Vardhini madam is the proof that I went over there and I did service over there. Really, this spiritual tablet is a wonderful knowledge that we can first we have to self check what is wrong with us, what we have to change from our end, not from others. Wonderful knowledge, madam. Wonderful knowledge.
Definitely.
Thank you,
And
and all.
time has a cure solution also. Time cures. As time moves and passes, time cures automatically. Just we have to pick it. Uh, uh, each and everything is giving us hint. Just we have to pick it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
sharing.
Yes, Srilata ma'am,
Yes. Yes, sir.
did you ever question yourself a question? What is that you are missing in your? So you are thinking of there is something missing. There is something missing. Did you ever ask yourself?
No, sir. No.
Yeah, just to try to ask yourself and see that what is the intuition that is going to come to you either through meditation or through coincidences or something. Yeah, the universe is going to give you so many indications of what exactly that you are looking for. Maybe that is a form of a service that you need to do, or whatever. Just to try to understand that there are so many indications that is going to come. So maybe you can see what is that you are lacking.
Yes, 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 sir. Thank you. Sure, sir. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Means in the meditation we have to question and sit.
Yeah, you can make a positive affirmation and you can see, you can sit and yep, definitely.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Indu ma'am, you are unmuted.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ashok sir. Thank you so much, Gaurav sir. And thank you so much, Vijaya ma'am. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience sharing. I just have a question for you, and I'm so sorry I have been asking this question again and again in all the the sessions. I I have been meditating more than a year now. I have been with spiritual tablets when it was when it just started, and I have come. I can say that very confidently that I've come a long, long way. But this one thing which I have not been able to overcome and which I just still do not understand, and I still keep on going back and forth with this particular question. I don't know whether if I will be able to do justice to this question, but what I'm trying to ask you is you said that you everything for you turned around when you surrendered. So this surrender, what was your experience, or what did you think, when you surrendered, what like what were the thoughts in your mind, like when you surrendered, or when you just said, okay, universe, I'm surrendering to you? So basically what you did, what did you do that time when you surrendered?
Actually, when I surrendered, I never put any question, because I have took a long journey of different experience, different crises, different curses, and so this is the final, and this is the I can say this is a final time to play a game. So I just surrendered, and yes, okay, whatever you give, whatever you can provide, whatever blessings I can get, that much. Only thought, no if and but. Just put blankly, 100% blankly. Yes, in your
Okay.
hands. I am in your hands. Just all.
Okay, so ma'am, like in this process, while you're surrendering, and there are so many things which are coming, there are so many solutions you're getting, or probably what you think that they are solutions, but they may not be. But there's so many, what should I say, opportunities, or there are so many options. I would say not opportunities or solution. I would say so many options are there. So when you're going to options, you're going to option one, you're going to option two, and you're just madly going from 1 to 4 and then jumping from 4 to 8, so my question is, surrendering means not going to not discovering those options, just totally surrendering and let the option come to you, or in fact the options are coming to me, but there are so many, I don't know which one is the best one, so I'm trying all. So I'm still very confused, what to do with those options which are
I have a practice of writing. Which whatever comes in my thought process, in inner self, in meditation, I used to write. And somewhere 3 4 months, next day, next coming time, it connect to indirectly or directly to some situation, some particular thing. I mm, we can say that there is a connectivity between our surrender and communication between us and universe. So options come, and I used to write. That's why I have a support from all these my notes, that much. And if you sir can help much more better than in
uh,
this.
absolutely, ma'am. Sir has he has helped me immensely. I cannot even start talking about that. But yes, but thank you so much, ma'am. I do get your, and it's a very, very beautiful idea that I can keep writing about those options. So what you did was you wrote the options, and then you got the indication from the universe that which is the best option for you. That's how it helped.
Blankly, I 100% trusted to all these. Uh, that is my thing.
Okay. Okay.
Induji, just
Thanks so much.
one,
Thank you.
Induji, one thing I'll just add here too, because I think your part of the question is how to distinguish between different options, that which is for me, which is for this particular best case scenario. When you,
Absolutely, sir. And yeah.
yeah. So what one may do is, whatever you review with, again, total surrender. That means no expectation, right? So it's not a give and take, or it's not a right or wrong scenario. And especially when we do with surrender, you will get some hint clearly in your meditation or dreams, one way or the other. So you may get some options through your friends, through books, and they are all good ways of universe telling you. But one way could be that without kind of putting any filter and all, just see with the surrendering feeling and no attachment, no expectation.
Okay.
And keep it in mind, it is not only for your child, but first, trust that it will help you before it helps your child. Sometimes we think, okay, forget me, you know, I'm good. I just want for my child. But first, consider you also part of the equation. You are not separate, because soul plan means it is a win-win for both. It is not just for your child. So be ready
Of
to
course,
be
yeah, absolutely.
changed.
That I understand.
So what I'm trying to get to is, be ready to be changed before you change someone else. Okay. Sometimes what happens, you know, we unknowingly, we become rigid because we only want to help other person. That means we want to change the other person. But the way universe bring issues in front of us is, it wants both you to change and then the other person. It's never the other person alone. This may help.
Sir, all right.
Yeah,
It makes
Gaurav,
sense. It makes sense.
yeah, and Indu ma'am, let me bring one more real example from my side.
Yes, sir.
So I got married 30 years, okay? So I always thought that I understood my wife, but that is not the case. Okay, I have a feeling that I understood my wife very clearly, but I never accepted her as is. Or I never accepted me as is. So the magic started happening when I accepted that she is she and I am myself. And she is going through her soul plan and her journey, and I am going through my soul plan, my journey. And my behaviors and my traits are my experiences, and her is her experiences. When I just accepted to that, that means that is the point that I surrendered to. And that from that time onwards, which is few weeks back, that's what happened. And the magic started in my life. There is so many changes has been flowing through in the last 3-4 weeks. I don't know what has been happening, because there is so much. Because earlier when I woke up, then when I saw my kids, then I don't say good morning, or I don't say good morning to my wife. And nowadays, actually, it has been coming, flowing. So for surrendering, then you just need to have an thought, or you have an emotion that has been going through, and you need to identify that one. And when you are actually accepting that within you or within the other person as is, whether it is your kid, whether it is your spouse, or whether it is your co-worker, doesn't matter. Once you accept and surrender to those, see the magic, what happens.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Because otherwise you are always in a debating mode within yourself. If you don't surrender, always you just debate in your inner talk. If somebody says something, then you are going to talk about them. Because now once you are accepted and surrendered, then that's it. You don't even feel like anything. You don't even debate anything in your inner talk. Or you
That's
don't
a feeling
you
which
don't even debate.
I'm waiting for, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
that's my 2 cents from my side, what it has been happening within me. And
No, I totally no, sir, I totally understand. And I've like talked to so many people, and like every single person just expresses the surrender part the way you have expressed. I've yet to experience that. And I'm like, sure, I will experience that very soon. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. Thank you. So, masters, anyone wants to share your experience or ask a question to Vijaya Jainji, and please raise your hand and come forward. And anyway, if no one is not there, then let me ask one question to Vijaya Jainji. When you are actually going through this journey, Vijayaji, what is the best that you learned that you are applying to yourself in a daily basis or every minute, every walk of your life? Yes, definitely, this is the one thing which I am applying every minute, every second. What is that? If you can explain.
I learned a lot. I learned how to bless, how to respect, how to give reward, and to be grateful and to be thankful to each and every soul, each and everything. And forgiveness is a wonderful thing, to polish ourselves, to clean, and to be a very light being. Forgiveness helped me a lot. Forgiveness can give all those things which are hidden within us. And forgiveness gives us open doors for to be a well-being, to be a light one. And when we forgive others for and especially to us, we start journey of self-love. Because otherwise, if we don't forgive us, somewhere we don't love us. And if we don't love us, so many complications, so many sucking of energy will be there. So I learned first of all, we have to forgive ourselves. We can say that we forgive others, but most of the time we don't forgive ourselves. It means we are getting beyond to self-love, self-care, and that is the great learning. And gradually gratitude and blessed to, especially blessing to kids, blessing to each and everyone. Even if they are helpers, we have to bless them because they are helping us. They are giving help in our work, in our time, and each and every connectivity, each and every relation is helping us. So why don't we bless all these things? That much I can say. All these beautiful words, beautiful things I have learned. And many more things I have to learn. This is a small part, this is a basic part which I have. Thank you so much, Ashokji, for
Thank you, Vijay.
You are. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Vindhya ma'am, you are unmuted.
Thank you, Vijay ma'am. I don't really have question, but I really want to thank you for coming and sharing I don't know what it is about listening from others there. The way you explained your surrender to the soul plan and how the things that are you have shared basically about forgiveness, about basically all the learnings that you have shared are pretty deep, and I don't have any question, but a lot of gratitude, and I'm thankful for you to come and share all this. Thank you, Vijay.
Ravi sir, are you going to share something?
No, I just joined. Sorry, I was late today. So, Gaurav sir, I have a question. Is Gaurav sir there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ravi.
Gaurav sir, I was having a conversation with my sister today about soul plan. So she asked me the question, is this a soul plan, accepting and surrendering, saying that whatever is happened is a kind of escaping the reality? You know, she was asking the question, is it escaping the reality that we are saying we're escaping the reality so that we don't think about and we don't regret about it? And what is it, is a question. Do you understand what she was asking?
Oh, 100%. That's why I'm smiling, because it's a great question, and it's a question which many may have, but this is one thing, like a trap we want to avoid, that you don't want to misuse the concept of soul plan. So one way to differentiate between these two conditions is when we say I'm working on my soul plan, or I'm trying to find my soul plan, or whichever way, I understand the concept first, then I accept. This is second step. And third, now I'm working. Working means I'm trying to connect the dots in my life to find out why these things are happening. This is one scenario, which is the right scenario. Second scenario is whatever is happening in my life, I say, oh, it is how it's supposed to be, and end of the story. So these are the two different scenarios. So in one scenario, I'm accepting whatever is happening, but I'm also trying to connect the dot to make use of it to even learn faster. The other scenario is I'm just accepting like a lazy person, okay, I don't have to do anything because just accept it's supposed to happen, and I do nothing about it. But then my soul is not learning, because I have taken that as a shortcut that, oh, whatever has to happen will happen. I'm not learning.
Correct. If you keep the learning aside, so my answer to her is, okay, even if you don't know what it is, okay, let's say accept and surrender so that you don't go back and dig deep and keep worrying about it. Even for that fact, it's not escaping mechanism, it's moving beyond your past and try to stay in present. But if you come into the spiritual path and start learning and learn from whatever happened, as you said, the soul plan, and use your free will to change anything that you want to change without being worried about it. I mean, that was my answer. I'm not sure if I was able to convince her. So
see, someone has to, if it was the first discussion on this topic with her, yeah, it would be challenging, because you have to really come, understand, and then move on.
Right.
So it's one baby step at a time. But yes, first time for someone to understand could be challenging. And that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
And Ravi sir and Gaurav sir, yeah, in this context, whenever I am talking to Ravi ji, he always says that, Ashok, that is his soul plan. He's just like that. Leave it. It is your soul plan. It is happening because of your soul plan. This is my soul plan. This is whatever is happening, my experiences are all my soul plan. So I used to laugh on him. Okay, maybe not on his face, but whenever I used to listen from Ravi, and even when he came to Atlanta 2 weeks back, he was saying just the same. That time, actually, I did not understood that why Ravi has been keep telling the same thing. It has been so many times that he told me. But as soon as actually when I started going through more of my acceptance and surrendering, then I thought that maybe I now accepting the soul plan, because earlier I did not, because I did not even thought that there is a soul existing at all. But now I 100% I believe. When I believe it, I need to accept it and I need to surrender to it. When I surrender to it, then every time when I am seeing someone, okay, in action, whether it is my spouse, kids, or anyone, that is his soul plan. Okay, that is the second point, that what you mentioned. Okay, rather than me thinking about anything, I'm just assuming myself that is his soul plan, that is her soul plan, that is this dog's soul plan. So let me not worry about it. So as soon as I accepted surrender to that particular part and everything, you know, that's one of the other thing that the whatever the magic has been happening from the last couple of weeks. This is one of the other thing as well, which I accepted to that soul plan, and accepting everybody is having their experiences from their soul plan. That's it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's a beautiful concept, right? Is not only you accept and surrender to who you are, and you accept others in the same way. Don't expect them to change that, this or whatever. You know, all we can do is make them spiritually aware and let them know that whatever they have experienced, you know, I wouldn't say good or bad, I stay away from it. So that experience, if they want to change it, that's when, you know, you have to learn your soul. You know, these are the experiences you are having. And if you want to use your free will and change it, you know, you can do it, right? So that's the most important thing. You can be new you if you don't like who you are before. And I always kept saying, right, even when GK sir, you know, for me, whatever happened until yesterday, even after I come to spirituality and all this awareness, something happened is happened, basically. It's a gone case. But you cannot be arrogant or you cannot be egoistic and then say, you know, as Gaurav sir said, you cannot use that an excuse, but you should learn from it. That's it. And you shouldn't worry about it anymore. Once it's happened, it's happened. Nothing you can do, even with the best of your spiritual knowledge, all your skills, whatever you have, you cannot do a thing about whatever happened. So look forward and see what you want to work on based on what you have learned. I think that's, I don't know if Gaurav sir agrees to my understanding, my wisdom.
See,
Gaurav sir, please
best
comment.
part is there is no right or wrong in this concept.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's an open book concept. So
exactly.
you know, so that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, because you feel so good, you know, if you bliss will start once you accept yourself, who you are, you know, you like yourself, you know, you're dark and you're bald head, whatever you are, you like yourself the way you are, and then
Exactly.
accept everybody around you as they are. So then you can start having, you know, some kind of a bliss. I wouldn't say you're 100% bliss, but that's a good start.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ravi. And Ramakrishna sir, you are unmuted.
Namaste, sir. Vijaya ma'am, thank you very much for sharing this your journey into meditation and your experience process. I just want to share one of my experience with in this area. A very close relative of mine, with close family, 9 or 10-year-old boy is autistic child. The way I look at him has changed in last 2 years, last 1.5 years, since I started come to the meditation journey from December 2020. Okay, I understand this concept of the soul plan, all this, but Gaurav sir, is it a good idea to speak to his mother and raise the topic of soul plan, and initiate a discussion, on that topic? And by the way, she also does meditation through the Sri Ravi Shankar's the program. So, yeah.
See, absolutely. This is, if we know about something, sharing with others is always a good thing, because, you know, like we say, you don't know what you don't know. So when someone introduces a topic to us, that is the first step, that, okay, there is something new, right? And if there is an interest, if she likes it, hopefully she would like to know more, or whichever way, but at least this will be the first step if she is not aware about this topic. So I agree.
Okay, but it so happened that the previous weekend we were there in Dallas and I was with her. I asked the question, have you heard of the word soul planning? She said no. But then immediately I was so taken back, I did not have the courage to start the next sentence. The reason being that, okay, what am I going to promise to her? Okay, I'm telling you honestly, because I was so afraid to take the next statement. But anyway, I will take the cue from you, and next time when we meet, I will initiate the topic and discuss. Yeah.
The only thing I can suggest here is don't have any expectation either from your side or from her side. So you may not have to promise anything because you're just introducing a topic. So you can free up from that burden that what if she says yes, no, like, dislike, doesn't matter. As a soul, what we can do is inform the other person. That's all.
It's just sharing your knowledge, Ramakrishna sir.
Okay.
You are not trying to cure her or do anything, because you are just sharing what you learned. That is the best thing that every master is actually saying. That the best thing what we can do is whatever we gained, the knowledge through the masters, that is what you are trying to share it with the other people. That's when actually it is going to fulfill. So that's what you are doing. So don't attach any strings, as the Guru sir said, no expectations and nothing. So you can share your knowledge, what you know. Whether the other person is going to take it or look at it in multiple different directions, that is not our job, or we don't need to worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
So if I might add, Ramakrishna sir, have you read the book Your Soul Plan? By Robert Schwartz?
Yes, I listen to the audio book. I don't read books anymore.
Okay. Okay. So my suggestion would be, once you have a conversation with her, ask her to read that book. Yes, it's a beautiful book. I think it was Gaurav sir covered so many examples from that book. Why people take different type of births, like either blind person, deaf person, or alcoholic, or autism kids. Why they choose that kind of experiences as part of their soul plan, right? It's a very tough and dry read, but after I read that book, I got a lot of clarity about soul plan. So
okay,
it's a beautiful book, but very hard to read, but I understand. But I think it's a great start. But I would suggest any parents who has autism kids, they should read that book.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I just got the idea. As she said no, I'm going to buy it from Amazon and send it to her house. So
yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, good suggestion. Thank you.
I think for today, we can go for the next another 10-15 minutes meditation, and we can close. Gaurav sir.
Yes. Okay. So dear masters, let's get ready for meditation. Relaxing your body. Close your eyes. Let's do 5 deep breathing. If you know Anulom Vilom, you may do that. Otherwise, just deep breathing means very slow inhale and very slow exhale. Let's do 5 times, means 5 cycles of exhaling and inhaling as slow as comfortable to you. This will slow down your brain waves, which will help you to get into deep meditation. 5 counts. Now, breathe normally. Let's relax our body. Relax your face, your cheeks, and maintain a gentle smile on your face. It will relax your vagus nerve. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Please keep your spine straight and back absolutely relaxed. Relax your hands and legs and keep them in cross posture. Now, let's start observing our breath. So breathe absolutely normally. Your normal, natural, soft breath. Observe your breath as you inhale and as you exhale. With every inhale, we intake lots of cosmic energy in our body. And with every exhale, we let go lots of toxins from our body. Dear Masters, during meditation, if you feel you are stuck with a thought, don't worry about it. Don't fight with your thoughts. Just ignore and get back to your breath. When we observe our breath, we connect to our inner self. We connect to our soul, to who we are. This gives us a chance to look inside, which makes our life more blissful, more meaningful, more loving. So continue observing your breath in a very relaxed way and keep looking inward without worrying about any thoughts. Dear masters, let's rub our palms together. Place the fingers on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes and come to your normal self. Take your time. Come to the normal environment.
Thank you, Gaurav sir. Thank you, Vijaya Jain ma'am. Lots of gratitude for you to come and share your journey and share your knowledge and your wisdom. Thank you. Thank you, Gaurav sir, for bringing her to share her experience. Thank you a lot.
Thanks everyone, and